Hi, I'm Rashaan, and you're watching Disney Channel. No, not actually. You're watching my YouTube channel. So you should definitely subscribe because I'm a dance teacher and we don't really get paid like that. So help me eat, please. Please. I had nothing but peanut butter and jelly sandwiches these past week. I'm begging you. Please. Okay. Let's start with this past week. So this past week, I literally yesterday, yesterday, I got into an argument with my bosses, and not just my bosses, but like my entire dance studio. Okay, and I think I wanted to bring it up to you guys because I wanted to see what your reaction is because a lot of you are people of color or like different types of people that like support people of color, right? So one of the things that I got into in a fight about them, it stems from like, we went to Monsters of Hip Hop, right? This past 2 weeks ago. That's why I didn't stream. Now, when I went to Monsters of Hip Hop, my team was really frustrated because they didn't place this time. And I normally allow them to, what is the word? I normally do a really good job of balancing like, oh, this will be the parts where they feel super comfortable, and like this will be this will be that. And like we normally place, essentially. We normally place. And we didn't place this time. And so a lot of the parents and the students as well, were blaming the outfits for the reason why they lost, right? And I'm like, no guys, you don't understand.
No.
The reason why we lost is not because the outfits are not good outfits. The reason why we lost is far greater than just some like, hey, these outfits weren't good choices, right? The judges really liked the outfits. Everybody really liked the outfits. What upset me was not that the students were frustrated about the outfits. They blamed the outfits last time. They wore overalls in one of their pieces, and so they were like, hey, this outfit makes me feel very constricted. I don't feel like I can dance the way that I like to dance in this, and like I don't feel like I can do my best. And I said, okay, if you can bring me another outfit that you think matches the vibe of the performance, the piece, then I will consider changing your outfit. They couldn't find anything, so they essentially performed with the same outfits that we had been practicing in. Yes? Does everybody understand that part? So now, when my students started to perform, they did a great job in terms of dance, right? Like my students, seeing where they were 2 months ago, 4 months ago, 6 months ago, and then seeing them today, or like seeing them last week, I was very proud of them and their progress, right? But the thing about it is, my students feel as though the outfits are what makes hip hop hip hop.
Where did he do that at?
Or that's what they were essentially getting at, is that it will make them feel more hip hop. They will make them feel more more closely associated to hip hop. And I personally was like, no. I could literally wear a onesie. I was one of the things I brought up. I was like, I could wear a onesie and I could beat you, each and every one of you, your entire team, slay you in a freaking competition. I literally have had teams that I put in a onesie and I put them up on stage and like we win dance competitions because hip hop is not close. It's not close, right? And so the parents had complained to me. I think last week we talked about this like a little bit during the stream, but we were essentially like, the parents were complaining about the outfits, and I was really upset about that because I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I had a theme, but I'm also not willing to bring, and I said this to my students yesterday, and this is what got them really, really upset, because I feel bad about how it came out, but I am not upset about what I said, and I stand by what I said. My students are beginners, so a lot of them are learning hip hop for the first time, which is totally fine. But when we are going to these all hip hop black events, right? Like predominantly black events, and we're pulling up as an all white team with me, and I'm your one person of color, and I'm like, hey, I don't feel comfortable putting everybody in braids in a sweatsuit on stage versus other kids who are wearing braids in a sweatsuit, because that's not really, like, they don't really know, like, they don't really get, like, the clothes can help with your confidence too, though. I agree, Icky. I agree. And that's why it's a conversation, because my bosses had the idea, like, I was essentially like, yo, I don't feel comfortable as an all-white team going up there and imitating what other crews are doing, because that is not us. That is not us. And that's just all it is that it is not us. That's not how we navigate. I've never felt a reason to wear hip-hop clothes and feel like I'm not authentically hip-hop, because it is a part of the culture, not the dance style, right? Like, and like, I tried to navigate that conversation the best I possibly could, and I feel like I failed, because it became more about performance and like more about like essentially my boss, like, after class had ended and during class, like, we got into an argument during class. I was like, I do not feel comfortable. I am not going to put them girls on that stage and like go see my peers after. Like, these are my peers. Like, these are people I dance with during the summer. Like, I'm literally like, bro, I do not feel comfortable. It's hard because I am somebody who's comfortable around white people, and I make white people feel comfortable around me. However, I am not willing to sacrifice myself and my blackness around white people. I'm just not. Like, I am still, at the end of the day, I'm still a kid born in New York, born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens. Like I'm still one of the kids who grew up in Long Island, and like, I grew up in the hood, like, you know what I mean? Not like the hood, but like the hood of Long Island. And it's like, they need to talk about microaggression. That's the thing, Bambi, is that I can't explain microaggression. I could not explain microaggressions to my bosses. I could not explain why the girl thinking that every black or colored person in the room being older than what they actually are is problematic. I tried to explain it in terms of police, but if I do that, they get upset. They get defensive. They just start going, oh, but that's different. But it's not though. When I'm seen as a 14-year-old kid, when I'm seen as a grown man, when I'm seen as a 15-year-old kid, as a grown man, bro, she called a 5-year-old, this big, 5-year-old. She called her 12, bro. She called her 12. She said she looked 12. Bro, if you don't see that as an issue, like, you don't see that as a problem, and like, why would you think that they were like so much dramatically older than you? I was like, no, bro. And at one point, I was starting to get pissed. And I think the microaggressions were starting to get to me, because I was literally like, no, you literally got flat out beat, bruh, by people your age. You just got beat. Like, it was just that simple. You just got beat. Like, and I just had to lay it out flat like that. Like, they were your age. You just got beat. This is the thing, though. Is that I see what a lot of you are saying, and like, height doesn't have anything to do with age, but they're children. They don't know that. I understand. Like, I understand the difference between a child's brain and then like a microaggression, right? Because a child is not going to equate, like, child sees beard, child sees height, child thinks 40. Children think I'm 40, think I'm 30, think I'm, have a kid and wife. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter that I'm younger looking than some people. They don't equate it like that. I get that. But there's a difference when everybody in the room that's a child your height, your age, your division, and then you're like, oh, nah, like, they're all older than us. No. I think that this convention told them that they need to be more confident. They need to practice more. They need to invest more time.